Well, hey y'all, I'm here with a coloring book haul. My first of 2022. Super excited. I will say I've been trying to hold out a little bit because I have two other books that are still floating out in the world someplace. I think quite literally, I think they are crossing the ocean, quite possibly at this moment. And I just couldn't wait anymore. So I'll just do a video just for those two books and get on with it. So let's start this haul with this book. Now, this book has been on my wish list for a while. I've known about it for a while. It is not a new release. Some of these books are, some of them aren't. So they are new to me to be in my possession, but not new to me to know about. This is Slavic Beauties by Christina Nowak. I have to really put thought behind saying her last name because I want to throw an R in there really bad for some reason. So some of you may be familiar with this, some not. If you are not familiar with her or this book or her other images, I recommend you check her out. She's pretty good. She's actually, I have a collab book done with other artists you may be familiar with, like Grazia Salvo, Carolina Kubikoska, and it was called The Lady Spring. You can find a flip through of that book on my channel if you're interested. But she was also one of the collabs that is within that book. Very beautiful stuff. And I already did a flip through video for this book, and I still have to do flip throughs on the rest of the books, which I know I have like a massive stack besides what you're going to see on this video of books I want to do flip throughs for that I know you can find elsewhere amongst YouTube land. But I like to have it's kind of like a video library of what books I have for my personal self. So I still like to do flip throughs of most books on my channel. So yeah, if you want to see inside this one, go check her out. And I'll tell you, it's supposedly, let's see, how do they say it? Okay, so all of these, so the first, well, I guess the first 35 images, so there's 40 altogether, is claimed to be just line art. And then the last 5 are grayscale. But, y'all, I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, all of the images in this book are grayscale. Maybe it's just me. I'm going to show you a couple. And go to the flip through video and comment if you think these are also great. Would you consider these grayscale, or is it just these? Here, I'll show you one this is one of the ones that's considered the actual grayscale. And these are line art. I think it's all grayscale. And it is a hardback book. Paper is awesome. Mine is signed and numbered. And I got it from Etsy. Really like that book. And then this one's kind of funny. It is Miss Momo. So in January, there was a color along going on for a page out of this book. And I'm like, oh, I don't have those books because there is another one. It's got a green band going on down yonder. Of course, I want to get that one too. It's in my wish list. So I didn't say anything to hubby like, oh yeah, there's color along in a specific book and I don't have it, even though I have bunches of other books, honey. And he randomly came to me a few days after I had seen the color along. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, you've got a book coming. I'm like, what are you talking about? Which book? He's like, oh no, it's one on your list. I'm like, all right. So I went and looked at which one he got, and it was the book, and I couldn't believe that. I'm like, oh, and I thought, yay, I'm gonna jump in and get that. Yeah, well, no, didn't happen. Didn't get on it. Didn't get around to it. But it's still gonna color in it. Again, I want. Let's look at that. I love that. I want to flip through of this on my channel too. Amazing. But I mean, you go from that to, there's just such a variety in here. I'll show you if it can, here it is. There's the color long picture. I will be getting in this book. So now, this one's a little odd, and I'll explain why. Romantic Country, The Third Tale by Erie. So first off, if you're not familiar, a cool fact about the Erie books are she draws all her artwork with a toothpick. I'm assuming dipped in ink, possibly paint. I'm going to assume ink though. Now, Romantic Country 1, 2, and 3 have been on my wish list for quite some time. I would say I learned about Romantic Country going all the way back to, oh gosh, like 2015, 2016, something like that. And so the 3 books have always been on my wish list, and I've just kind of pushed them off to the back burner. And it seems like no sooner than the third tale came out, all of a sudden it went away. You couldn't buy it on Amazon no more. And I was like, what's up with that? Well, for some reason, this is what I find weird, is that the third one is the one that was out of print. So you can still get 1 and 2 on Amazon or find them on Etsy, but but you can't get the third tale no more because it's out of print. And I still kind of pushed it off a little bit and everything, but then I got a little nervous thinking, I better get this before you just can't no more. So I went ahead and got the third tale, so I guess I'm going backwards, and I got to get 2 and 1 yet. I did get this from Etsy, obviously, and it was those first, Slavic Beauties was Etsy. Hubby got Momo for me off of Amazon. This one's from Etsy, and I my sheet in here. Don't bother me. No, so about that. I can tell you that it was one of 2 shops, either Cool Craft Books or Chill and Sarah on Etsy is where I got my third tale. So I got it. Now I just need to get the other ones. Then Nocturnes. Ooh, I was so happy. It was so hard choosing because I want all of her books. I already have When Dragons Dream and A Dragon's Tale. And so this is the 3rd book that I have by Anastasia Ellie Cold Riviera. Blah. Hope I said it correctly. I really wanted her new one. I really want Mysteria. Those are like the next 2. So between the new one, Mysteria, and this one, it was, it was so hard to choose. I hated that I was just getting 1. But her work is just gorgeous. Love it. Flip through of this to come on the channel. So then, this is a newer book, and I think Connie from CB's Color and Crafts, check her out. She is so good and talented and such a sweet lady. And I love listening to her talk. I very much enjoy your voice, Connie, if you're watching this. It's Draw a Lovely You. Apparently, is what that translates to. But she showed this on her page or on her channel, and did a flip through, and she has colored in it some, and I've watched her do some pages, and oh gosh, it's amazing what Connie can do. And I was just hooked. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. So I was like, I gotta get that. This is one of the ones where you get like a reference image, tears, and then you can try to copy it or, just do your own thing. Paper is super nice. And yeah, I love this book. Um, so as soon as I seen her with it, I knew this was going on my list and didn't sit there too long before it got ordered, obviously. So there's that one. And this is, I want to say this came out last year. I could be wrong. Let me see. I cannot read any of these. Markings. I do. Can you? Well, anyway, it's not an old book. You can get this one I saw on Amazon. Oh, and the paper is pretty good paper. You can get it on Amazon, but I got mine off of Etsy. And then another fave of mine, Emmanuel Collin, Coleridge Wild 6. Of course, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paper is always amazing in these books. They're always the same. They're a little bit smaller, squared out, top spiral, which I'm all about. Love it. Secret. Can't see. No. Paper is always nice, single-sided. You get 2 of each image, and they're adorable. She does lovely work. And when I was keeping my ear out for this one, I know Connie has got this book also, but I was kind of on it with this one myself because I knew a new one was coming. I know there's a few more books coming that I'm waiting to pounce on. So yeah, Coleridge Wild 6. And I think I showed all the other color. I'll have to go back and look at my own videos actually and see if I did a flip through of each of the first 5. If not, I might have to just do them do all 6 together or something. I don't know. And then I got me a Coloring Haven, which this is not the book I went to their website and I ordered February's issue. So those of you who know which book I'm talking about, but I'm about to show it in a minute. But while I was there, I thought, well, let's see what else they got. There's a few others that I would like to have. I've been on the fence for a few years about getting the subscription. I think it's a great idea. I love the exposure to new artists and exclusive images by artists you may have already loved. But it's just like, not every single issue is an issue I feel like I just have to have. But there are some that I do want. And this was one of them because it is 40 exclusive dark designs by Sarah Richter or Richter. Am I putting it in there? That shouldn't be. So Creatures of the Night special. Now, there are familiar images to her. Let me pull it out. Dunkelbomb book, which translates to dark color. Dark color, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if I did a flip through. I don't think I did. I don't remember if I did a flip through this book or not. But anyways, it's her, and I love her stuff. She's amazing. I don't know. I don't know if I flipped it or not. trying to get back in the swing of things, and I'll just have to go look myself. So, Creatures of the Night. Um, Paper's not bad, but it's not, it's thinner than what I prefer. But you get to scan and put what you want in. Super cute. Um, just a lot of good stuff. I like her work. Then you got cuteness. And you have this, and then super cutesy, which you don't get a lot of guys everywhere, so that's kind of cool. Um, but I will flip that one. And so, what led me to this was going there specifically to order this book, the Fairytopia Special, 40 Stunning Designs by Mystic Art Mirrors, with 9 exclusives, which include some grayscales. And I love her. I love her stuff. I have, oosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have like, I think there's another one upstairs. I have 6 or 7 books by Mystic Art Mirrors. So I saw this. I'm like, yes, give me some. So like this one, I've seen this one done a lot already with her grayscale on it. And then just exclusive pictures, which this is one. So I could not have this one. And like I said, while I was there, I thought, well, I'm going to root around and see what's up, and ended up getting both of them, which I'm happy about. So I know this was a book haul, but I do have I have a PDF image that I want to share with you. So y'all familiar with Rain Art, Raen? If not, she's on Etsy. Go check her stuff out. She has several PDF coloring books, very reasonably priced, and it's a whole entire book. And then you can buy singles. Love her stuff. Super cute. I usually somehow end up coloring like, I don't know, one a month maybe, one every other month at least of hers. I'm about to post a finished one on my Instagram, which is the same as my name here, in case you'd like to go follow me on Instagram and check out the pictures that I post over there. And so I also belong to Rain Art's Patreon. So in her Patreon, you get exclusive images from her, and it's completely worth it. There's multiple images for every month, and the price for top tier is super affordable, very much worth it. I've seen single PDFs on other artists' stores sell for more than the monthly cost of her Patreon. So she was on there last month, and she was kind of asking her Patreons, is that what we're called, for ideas. And of course, I had a few. And I shared some of my thoughts and whatever's on her little thing. And so this month she put out some of her images, and she was inspired by one of my ideas, and she did an image. And she calls it the Farm Girl. So she said she really liked this idea, the whole Farm Girl thing. Hoping she goes with a couple of my other ideas too. That would be super cool, but you know. So I printed this off, and I'm hoping to start working on that this month, but I'm not sure I'll get it finished, it being a shorter month and all. And yeah, I'm just slow. I'm slow, and I'm distracted by a hubby and kids and critters, and yeah, I color really slow. Anyway, I just wanted to share. I was super tickled that she liked my ideas and took off with it, and did her thing on it, and just actually said she was inspired by it. So that just tickled me. And I love the picture. And she said that this was going to be the first image in a new book she's going to work on. I don't know if, and I kind of assume it's going to be, but I don't know if it's going to be a whole farm girl type theme for the book or not. I kind of think maybe it will be just because all her books kind of, they flow kind of like that. It's not, I haven't really seen any that's just scattered randomness in just one book. But we'll see. I have no clue what her intentions are, what's going to come of it, but I'm definitely waiting and watching, and I can't wait to see what she does. Everything she does is great. She did another picture inspired by somebody else that's in the Patreon it's got a Victorian flair lady being led by a child angel with a dog type of situation happening. It's super pretty. I mean, very pretty. But of course, this is the one I printed out. So yeah, I'm trying to think. What else? Um, Fun fact: last night my dryer caught on fire. Smoke detectors going off. My daughter grabbed the fire extinguisher. Flames were not omitted. It was controlled and contained within the dryer itself. Luckily, hubby was home, and he, I don't know what he was doing, but he just so happened he was passing by the laundry room door, and he smelled something, and he went and looked, and he was like, "Hey, you know." And I got up and I went to the laundry room with him, and I saw the smoke burling out of the thing, and um, he unhooked what he had to unhook, and me and him carried it outside, got it out of my house, so all is well. And I have a new washer and dryer being delivered tomorrow. I had this big, huge, gaping window of 8 to 8, and I'm like, well, geez. And then apparently they messaged my hubby and said 10 to 2, and I was like, okay, well, that's a lot better of a window of when they're going to show up. I always hate waiting on delivery people and repair people and whatnot. So yeah, that happened. But it was all, like I said, everything, it was all fine. We just started a load and had one of our like super comfy down comforters in there, and with that I had a special. Um, it's not lace, almost lacy, but not. But not. It's more doily ish, I guess. Crocheted tablecloth, very pretty large round tablecloth, and it's special to me. And that was in the dryer. That's what he had just put in the dryer a few minutes before this all happened, and thankfully they were not harmed either. Um, so yeah, such is life, huh? But you know, it happens. All was good. I mean, I'm real picky about. I will not start my washer and my dryer, and then like we're leaving and we're going out for dinner, or we're leaving for the day and going to amusement park, or just going creeking, or like whatever. Like I don't start that stuff and walk off and leave it. um so but I'm glad it wasn't some weird moment of time where the dryer was started and we left for some random reason. I'm glad we were home. I'm glad we were able to catch it as quickly as we did. I'm glad my hubby was home. He even got home late from work, and he's on call and all this, that, and the other. So I was very thankful that he was home to help me deal with it, or for me to help him deal with it. I should say that's he was the man on the issue. Um, so yeah, all good. New stuff coming. Um, I like what's coming. I'm super excited about that. And yeah, getting a new washer and dryer. It's been a minute. Guess we are long overdue. So blah blah blah, jabbing away as if I'm doing a coloring chat. Need to do that. I think I will. soon. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about the books and the grayscale in the Slavic Beauties. And if you aren't already, please subscribe, ring that bell. Until next time, later, y'all.